Well, alert level 3 has most people returning to work this week. This means more people commuting to and from different destinations. In a move to keep bus commuters safe, more than 1,400 Putco buses have installed cameras. That's to ensure passengers are wearing masks and they're also practicing social distancing. Our reporter Mobile Madlala has been on a bus commuting from Soweto this morning. Mobile, good morning to you. So earlier you spoke to a Putco representative who explained why this was important. How are passengers feeling about these latest safety measures?
Well, so far, Poli, the ones that we have spoken to, they didn't seem to have anything against it. They were quite happy with how that surveillance was going to be used. But then they weren't really so happy to be in front of camera. But just to give us more clarity in terms of how this camera surveillance will be working, we are joined now by the Netster. So please explain to us, why did you first decide to partner with Putco?
Sure. Good morning to you. The partnership with Putco came about from a need to improve their high accident rates being experienced by buses, primarily on the Moloto Road, quite infamous, and also just to improve their customer journey and their customer experience. So it was all around safety and compliance, and this is why the Netstar system was then introduced to Putco at various levels, one being, of course, the camera monitoring surveillance system.
Tell us a bit more about how this camera monitoring surveillance will be working in terms of fighting COVID-19.
Yes, so Netstar provides quite a specialized digital inspection bureau platform where we give a lot of reports based on video analytics to Putco on a daily basis. So what we did was we took the system that exists currently and we simply augmented it a little bit to cater for the COVID-19 compliance. So to help Putco monitor compliance to COVID-19, what happens is the system, we use it on a daily basis to monitor that commuters are sanitizing their hands when they get onto the bus, that they're wearing their masks, and quite importantly that they are social distancing and sitting on the demarcated seats that Putco's put out. So we're monitoring this live through video surveillance. So we provide reports to Putco so they feed that back to their drivers where non-compliance occurs so they can take corrective action. And we're also logging in live on an ad hoc basis during trips just to make sure that commuters are following those rules set out by Putco.
I understand, of course, that it's not just the commuters that you are monitoring. You also monitor the drivers. Would you say the system is a success for now?
Absolutely. Drivers initially were probably a little bit skeptical, what are these camera systems watching us? But over time they've seen the value of what the system offers, provides real-time video analytics evidence. So if there's an incident, we can then go back and prove exactly what happened, who was at fault. And also what it's helped is to improve drivers' general behavior on the road, pointing out infringements, if they were picked up a cell phone or if they weren't wearing a seat belt. And also just focusing on the safety aspects. The system has been able to show them that it's there to actually empower them and not catch them out. So they've caught on to this, and a lot of drivers are actually appreciating the fact that technology is being used to empower them by Putco.
Lastly, so can this be used to track and trace people that were in a bus?
Track and trace in terms of having video analytics that somebody was in a bus, so we can identify that a certain person was in a bus. Once they leave the bus, of course, there's no way of tracking them. But while they're in a bus, we can certainly prove that a certain person got onto the bus or got off at a certain point from that bus. So yes, during the commute, we're able to identify that.
Thank you very much, Raf. Well, as you can hear there, Koli, just explaining how the system works in terms of finding the people that were in the bus and also ensuring that the drivers are adhering to the rules and regulations of the road, but also the COVID-19 regulations that have been put forward. I mean, you will remember that the minister has been going around from one place to the next to make sure that the public sector also is complying. So on alert level 3, we're looking at how other companies are putting their best foot forward.
Thank you very much for that update on board a Putco bus there.